Hello YouTube, and welcome back to a new series with the Dinosaur Man. Now what I aim to do from now until the release of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is to take a look back on 25 years of Jurassic Park, either through the toys, books, or other merchandise, and I'll review it. And as you can tell, today we are taking a look at the Jurassic Park Velociraptors. We're going to decide which ones are the best right here, right now. So I guess let's just get started where it all began 25 years ago. Let's take a look at the Kenner Velociraptors. Now these are ones from the Lost World, but they're no different than the ones you got for the first Jurassic Park, and they're beautiful. I mean, in the first film they weren't paint accurate, but second film they're paint accurate, so that works. And as you can tell, I have two versions, one with the yellow eye, one with the green eye. I bought these pre-owned, so one of them has a little bit of discoloring under the chin, so that's unfortunate. But, I don't know what to say about these figures. They feel nice. They're rough plastic. They come with these breakable capture gears. I only had that one piece from the seller. And you squeeze their legs and they use each other's teeth and claws to rip each other's guts out. Sorry, that was my inner Dr. Grant. I don't know what to say. I mean, they come in a neutral pose, so they have no problem standing. Look at these tiny little feet. They don't have any problem standing, like most Jurassic Park toys do. And for some scale comparison, here is Jurassic Park 1 Alan Grant and Jurassic Park 1 Velociraptor hatchling, which looks like total garbage, especially compared to these guys. But there's that scale comparison. And here is Jurassic Park 3 Alan Grant, which stands at 3¼ inches. And it's worth noting that the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toys by Mattel will be this size. And here it is with the Velociraptor hatchling. These actually go really nice together. So, what do I like about these figures? They're still relatively cheap to get today. Like I said, they're easy to stand. They look nice. They have this nice little gimmick. And honestly, they scale well with both figures by Kenner and Hasbro, and eventually Mattel. So, they're very compatible. Next, we have the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptors by Hasbro. This one is the alpha male, this one, I forget what it's called, and then they had a female version, but these are the two that make sounds. And what separates these Jurassic Park 3 dinosaurs is that they have a greater level of detail, in my opinion. Maybe not this one, but just in general, Jurassic Park 3 toys have a greater level of detail to them. Now, they are in a pose, and that makes them a little harder to stand, and for some kids that might ruin playability, but if you have them on display, it looks nice. It really does. Now, taking a look at the Alpha Velociraptor, you can see that eye is very nicely painted. There's individual teeth in there. You have the Jurassic Park 3 logo there. This wound doesn't really stick out much because of the red coloration. You know, yeah, I just like this figure. Now the sounds it makes is you pull the lever back here, which once again blends in with that red coloring. Just pull it and and I like how the hands move as well. And then of course you press the dino wound. Now, most people don't like the Jurassic Park 3 toys because they always have those wound showings, but this is a toy line I grew up with, and I don't mind it. And then the Pack Raptor, I think that's what it was called. It has the accurate colorings of the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptors, but not the accurate head sculpt. If you could have made this figure with this paint job, that would have been a perfect Velociraptor. And unlike his friend here, he can actually stand. Now he makes the same sounds, and then you open his teeth in. And his lower jaw is actually a little bit bigger than his upper jaw, so that's a little weird. Something I forgot to mention is that this figure had a very loose leg. I'm not sure if most Ultraraptors did. And I was able to tighten it with some rubber bands, and you can't even tell. Oh, okay, no, never mind, you can't tell. There's a little bit sticking out right there. Yeah, I used rubber bands to tighten the leg, but unfortunately it still can't stand as it is too top heavy. So what do I like about these figures? Like I said, they have just a great level of detail, and they honestly scale better with the Kenner stuff because of how large they are. Once again, here's that Velociraptor hatchling. Looks like complete garbage. Right. In case you haven't noticed, I have the Jurassic Park theme on repeat. Here they are with the Jurassic Park 3 Alan Grant and Raptor hatchling. The hatchling works nice with these. The Jurassic Park 3 figures and the eventual figures by Mattel do not, just because of, well, size difference. But you know what? They really scale well with Kenner's stuff. And the most recent Velociraptor we got was the Basher Biter Velociraptor Blue. Now I know there was also a Titan series Velociraptors for Jurassic World, and they didn't have their claws. And then there was the Growler versions, which are electronic, but I never liked any of those, so I never got them. This I got because I thought it would be more scale accurate with some of my figures and dinosaurs, and it really is. Comes with this removable capture gear. Press a button, fires a net. And I'm surprised that she stands with it. Of course, like I said, removable. Does she not stand without it? Okay, there we go. And she's a Basher Biter. You pull the tail down. Blah. Now, this is probably one of the worst Jurassic Park Velociraptors we've had because it doesn't really have a lot of detail. I mean, look, even the dino wound isn't painted all the way. It just feels like a cheaper plastic. There's not a lot of detail. You have this camera, which is permanent to the figure. You can pose the arms and stuff, but look, there's also screw holes. Now, I've seen the leaks from Mattel, and honestly, I think they're going to make the perfect Velociraptors for us collectors. Once again, for scale comparison, here's Alan Grant from Kenner, and that hatchling. And that actually doesn't look bad in terms of scale comparison. And go again with JP3 Alan Grant. And those do not scale well at all. Alright guys, so what's my conclusion? I would say if you're looking to get an affordable Velociraptor, get the Kenner stuff. It looks nice. It scales well with both Kenner, Hasbro, and, like I've said a couple times already, the eventual Mattel toys. If you're looking for something that, I don't know, just works better with your Kenner stuff and has a greater level of detail and electronics, and will go for around the $20 price range, so it's not too affordable, too expensive, but I'd go with the Hasbro stuff. From Jurassic Park 3. I would not recommend the Jurassic World Velociraptors. But, yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, honestly, it comes down to your preference, but personally, I prefer the JP3 Velociraptors. I'm gonna just stop touching stuff. Alright, guys, so, like I said, until Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom comes out, I play more of these videos. I'll compare different toys and different merchandise from across all 4 films, and yeah, I guess that's it. I don't have much to say. Okay, guys, so, please like, please comment, subscribe, all that YouTube crap, blah, 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 blah. Have a nice day.